A lot of people are wondering why ICE is in black neighborhoods in Chicago. J. Maul Green, who's an activist who's on the ground in Chicago doing amazing work, expressed it very, very clearly. And he said something that I've been mentioning as well, which is that the reason ICE has to go to black neighborhoods is because a year ago, the black mayor of Chicago, for whatever reason, put migrants ahead of the black community. They were putting migrants in black neighborhoods, the neighborhoods that never asked for them. They were giving them resources black people never got. They were giving them access to buildings that black people used to use. And so people were livid about this and nobody listened. And then now Trump comes in and Trump decides he's anti-illegal immigration. So he's going in and sending ICE to go where the migrants are. Well, the migrants are in the black community. And then here hop along white liberals from the north side of Chicago who never invited migrants into their communities, who never wanted any parts of it. They don't want this next door to them. They don't want this in their neighborhood. They're speaking on behalf of black people that live in that neighborhood and saying, we don't want ICE here. And look at what ICE is doing to black people. Well, the question I would ask anybody who has an issue with this, Trump, ICE, all that, it's your prerogative. I don't judge you on this. But I'm going to ask you, have you talked to anybody who lives in those buildings? Have you spoken to anybody who is confused? I spoke to a lady who said, I'm confused because suddenly all these people from Venezuela were in the neighborhood and they had stuff that I couldn't even get. Have you talked to them? Or are you doing what the Democrats have done for a very long time? And I didn't vote Republican, but I didn't vote Democrat either. The Democrats for far too long, they patronize the black community. You act like black people are your children. You use black people as your pets. You decide what to feed the dog, and you don't even ask the dog because you see the dog as a dog. And we're not dogs, we're human beings. There are people in that community who should be speaking for that community. If you do not live in Chicago, if you do not live in those neighborhoods, if you are nowhere around any of this activity, then you really are talking about something you don't know nothing about. And you are participating in the benign neglect that Dr. Claude Anderson writes about in Powernomics, where black people are always used as somebody's political pawn, but never get to be anybody's political beneficiary. When you never come around when black folks need anything, you ain't fought for reparations, you ain't never helped black folks get nothing, business loans, nothing, but yet you show up when we fit your agenda. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like any of this. I'm done. Thank you for listening. Peace.